Hey everybody, welcome to Two Comic Book Dudes. This is our Marvel event coverage, week 4, actually, or episode 4 for the Standoff Assault on Pleasant Hill, which is the big S.H.I.E.L.D. Special secret prison for whatever, repeat
Yeah.
offender, supervillains. I'm Aaron, editor-in-chief of Comic Booked,
Hey everybody, Justin, managing editor over Comic Book. So it's
and so
just
this week, oh,
it's a
sorry,
big rehab place, is what it is. But well,
pretty
that's what
much,
that was the idea.
yeah,
That was the initial idea behind
yeah, that's true. Well, I'm going to jump right in because we only have one book to talk about this week, but this is episode 4. And this week we have Captain America 7, which is the Sam Wilson Captain America, or Captain America Sam Wilson. I don't know, however you want to look it up. But it is issue 7, but it's celebrating 75 years of Captain America. So that's kind of cool. 3 really cool covers. Actually, there were more than 3, but those are the 3 basic covers. The regular cover on the left there, and then the 2 variants. And I like the middle variant, or the first variant there with all the different Captain Americas standing around the table. I thought that was really a neat one. Um, the other one with Misty Knight, I was kind of like, why is she on Captain America cover?
because it's women of power.
I guess, but I thought, well, why didn't they just have like future Captain America girl from,
Oh yeah, yeah,
or Captain
that would have
America
been
from Gwenpool, or from Spider Gwen's world, or anything?
yeah, huh?
So I don't know,
Yeah.
weird. But anyway, we always try to figure out how these books fit together with the rest of them. So if you're reading everything else, we're kind of jumping back in time a little bit here. Captain America number 7 picks up at the end of Uncanny Avengers, I believe. So
Mhm.
whatever Maria Hill and Captain America just got, sorry, Steve Rogers and Maria Hill just got blown up in the mayor's office building, the town hall, by Nitro. So whatever book that was, the end of, this is the pickup from that. So Sam lands in the town, trying to figure out what's going on. Ends up heading to the daycare to try to track down Kobik, the girl, who is also made up of shards of cosmic cubes.
Yep.
And they find this lady who seems to be in trouble, as 2 of the Blood Brothers are attacking her. And they go after her. Oh, it's I'm sorry, Bucky is with them at that time too. Um, so Captain America and Bucky teaming up, even though they haven't fought together for a long time, so they're kind of rusty on the whole thing. But they
Yeah.
beat up the Blood Brothers, and then just as they're getting figuring out they're not really good at fighting each together, the lady who was the teacher at the daycare opens up the chalkboard, pulls out the big old giant gun, and blows the crap out of both the Blood Brothers. So um, that's the end of them. Uh, Basically, this story all boils down to one thing, and that is, um, and I don't know, if you haven't read it, you need to go read it because it is a pretty good story overall. Um, Captain America, it starts out. No, I'm sorry, I keep doing that. Steve Rogers is getting the crap beat out of him by Crossbones. So Steve's old, and Crossbones has a hard on for him and has forever, that he
Yep.
wants him dead. Baron Zemo's kind of calling the shots now. Zemo basically sent Crossbones after him to catch him, but not kill him and bring him back alive, because Zemo has plans for him. But Crossbones is like, screw that. I got an opportunity to take you down. I'm going to take you down. So Steve holds his own up to a point. The story kind of loops back and forth. So um, as Sam and Bucky are heading to find Kobik at the bowling alley, Steve finds her there, and basically she's just like, I want everybody to be happy. I just want things to be the way they were. I just want to go bowling. And so as Steve's about to get, his last time card punched, um, he zaps away into this cosmic kind of thing, and Kobik says, "You don't have to be old. You don't have to leave. You can be like you used to be, if you want." Now, up to this point, there's been a lot of reliving of his past, kind of the past flashes before your eyes. And he thinks about all the loves that he's had, and all the partners that he's had, and all the not the regrets, but all the things that he's done and been a part of.
Yeah.
So it's almost like they're setting it up, even though you had to know what was going to happen. Setting it up that, hey, he's going to die again.
Mhm.
He's already died once. Come back, don't do it again. So as he's floating there, he shows back up in the bowling alley. Stops Crossbones, beats crap out of Crossbones, and then Sam and Bucky show up, and they're like, "Steve, are you?" Oh, and he's like, "Yeah."
I'm back.
He's all young again. So yes, so Steve Rogers gets his youth back thanks to Kobik. So I think I kind of called that
Yep.
a couple issues ago. So
Yeah, she would be the
um,
catalyst for it. So did he get like
yep,
the full superhero or super soldier serum back
yep,
too?
he's all back the way he was before.
Nice.
So
Nice.
that's pretty cool. Um, there's a couple other stories in here that are pretty interesting. Secondary to the overall story, but we do have the Wrecking Crew show up at one point, and it's interesting because Sam. Oh, let's see. Maria Hill and Steve are being led to Kobik, and this doctor. I can't remember. Doctor somebody leads them there. Well, oh no, I'm sorry. He's like a priest, and they stop as these guys are coming at him, and they're like, "Turn around and just go around the corner, and I'll take care of them." So they go around the corner, and then it's like Wrecking Crew flying all over the place, and then the priest is like, "Okay, let's go." So we don't know, is this
Hmm.
what happened to Bruce Banner, and he's the Hulk, and we don't know, So it's one of those things like, who is this? At that point, I was thinking, oh, is it maybe that? But um, later on, it is revealed who this priest is, and it's the Red Skull. So, yeah, but Red Skull with Xavier's brain, so he's got the psychic abilities. So that's why they were
Yeah.
flying all over the place. So yeah, anyway, so Red Skull has his own plans. He says, let Zemo play his game, but I have my own plans for world domination. Excellent, that kind of thing. So we'll see what plays out with this, but that's about it. I mean, a lot of good stuff in this book. It is a $5.99 book, so it's a little pricey, but it's worth it. There's some really good stuff in this issue. So then that leaves us with the checklist as far as these books go. We finished out March. If I had to say, like, what are the must-have books for this series, you could leave off Howling Commandos of S.H.I.E.L.D. You could probably not pick up Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. number 5, but I would pick it up because I thought it was a good story. Other than that, everything else you pretty much want to get. They
Yeah.
all are pretty important. Howling Commandos of S.H.I.E.L.D. though does kind of show some of maybe the weaknesses of Kobik, which is an interesting piece. And it's the finale of that series, so it would be it's worth picking up. I like to pick them all up. I like to have the whole story, and there's not that many books to really to make up this whole series. So
Yeah, and only 2 this coming week. It's just
yep,
Uncanny.
Uncanny Avengers and New Avengers, right?
Yep.
Okay, good. So we'll do the same thing. We'll review those 2 books for you, tell you what's going on, give you covers and all that good stuff. Please leave us some comments. Let us know what you think. Is this a cool event? Is it a waste of time? Would you never spend your money on it because it looks stupid? Would you rather, Rebirth over at DC? I mean, let us know, because really we're doing this for you guys, not because we like to talk.
Well, we kind of like talk. But I will say
Yeah.
that if all we get out of this whole mess which is Standoff, if all we get is Steve Rogers young again, which we knew we were going to get him because we've seen art for the new book
Right.
like a month ago, then I'm okay with it. But it definitely didn't need to span this many issues. But we'll see. I mean, we still got, what, 5 issues, 6 issues to go?
Yeah, we're at the halfway point.
Yeah, so we'll see what happens here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see how it goes. I tend to like the Marvel events to a point, but a lot of times what I feel happens is we get to the halfway point and then everything just kind of peters out.
Yeah, it's
And
like, oh crap, I've only got a few more books. I got to tie up all these ends. Let's throw it all together.
Right. Yeah, in this one, I think they're not trying to do as much. Like, I feel like doing the smaller events, they're more like, okay, here is our focus. We all we have to
Yeah.
do is get from here to here, and on the
Yep.
way we can do these cool things. But we don't have to have all these little strands hanging. Not like Secret Wars, not like um, Ultimate or the Original Sin. There was so many things in those events that was just strands hanging out there. And when it came time to wrap them up, they're like, "Oops, here you go." There you go. It's so beautiful, and we don't want that. We want a fairly straight story. We want some little tangents, but nothing big, and get us to the end and make it decent. So I
Right.
think they're doing that this time. We'll see. All right. Well, like, share, subscribe. We appreciate you watching. This is a short one for a change. So
Yep.
tune in for Comic Hall this week. Tune in for all
More
kinds of other stuff.
coverage. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Talk to you later, everybody. Thanks.
Have a good one.